Aloha, y'all. Today's episode, we're going to do a little bit of work for a lady that lives here in the subdivision. Dwayne and I met her about, whenever we were here scouting for land. And she actually was the previous owner to one of the parcels that we were looking at. She moved here when she was 35 years old, and this year she's turning 70. And not only has she been off-grid, she's been off-grid without any kind of, regular electric power. She's had 2 solar panels that she runs a chest freezer off of, and a small little 12-volt TV, and then a little 12-volt RV pump that she uses to pressure water with. So she has lived a super minimalist life. She's had aspirations to move out of the tent that she's been living in, and there's been a few people around that have kind of helped her out and started building her a house this last year. She's moved into it, I believe just the beginning of this year, the last part of last year, and she's got these extension cords that just kind of spider web throughout her whole house. And she runs a generator every night for 2-3 hours before she goes to bed. And that's her electricity. And she basically has an ice box that she's kept all of her food and so forth in. And she's accumulated over the last few years 6 solar panels. She's got 4 existing batteries that are just basically car batteries, although they are deep cycle, but they're not really, what I would call deep cycle. They're car batteries, and they're pretty wore out. I'm not sure what we're going to do for her about that. But anyway, Doug and I, we're going to go and install her inverter, pre-wire her house for outlets and lights. We're going to set up her batteries, install the panels up on the roof. We're going to reconfigure her system from 12 volts to 24 volts. I'm hoping that she'll be able to limp along for a while on the batteries that she has. We're just going to have to kind of pray and hope that some kind of deal on batteries will develop for her. But in the meantime, I think if she just charges them up a couple hours every night, that'll hold her. So hope you come along and join us on this episode to get Sylvia off the generator and on solar power.
I didn't even know what off-grid was until I met the love of my life. I followed him to a mountain in Colorado, then we ditched the cold to build our new home in Hawaii. Follow us as we tour the Big Island, discover all the wonderful cultures here, and help others with their dreams. We are living off-grid, really.
Germany, we had all kinds of boat wagons. I'm still picking up glass and stuff. I'm still picking up nails. That's why I'm real adamant about finding nails.
So this is the hydraulic crimper that I use.
Oh.
And I think it's either the 15 or the 25. Yeah, I think it's 15. Yeah. So I load these crimpers with the dies. Right the first time. Okay. Alright, so hold that guy for me. So this cable, what I did was I stripped the end off of this about 1 inch, and then this is the connector. You see that just fits right in there. Make sure that's okay. Okay, go ahead. That's probably good. So you can see that's on there nice and tight now.
Yeah.
So now what I'll do is I'll get the red tape and wrap around this real good. I left it in the house.
Let's crimp the other one and we'll go get it.
Yeah. So I'll let you do this one. Normally I just kind of pull these and just try to get them nice and straight. Yep, make sure all your wires get in there.
Oh, so feel out. Jeez.
There's a little bit of an art to it, but you get it after a while. And the learning's in the doing.
Yep.
Got it?
Got it.
Okay. And then when you put this into the die, hold the die as close to this end as you can. Otherwise, if you get it too close to this end, all it does is just squeeze the wire out of the fitting. So
Okay.
just have it as close to that edge. Do you want me to hold it for you?
Okay, got it.
You can get it?
Like
Okay.
right there?
Yep.
Well, yeah, I'll need you to hold it. Oop.
Okay, go ahead. And believe it or not, I have done this by myself before.
Yeah?
Oh, we gotta...
I'll close it.
Okay. Now it should work. There it goes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get my fingers in that.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. And there it is.
Cool.
Crimped on cable.
I just need the red and the black tape.
Red and the black tape.
I'll go get it.
Okay, and I'll put the crimper stuff away.
Yeah, you had it on low speed.
We usually high speed chews the battery up a little quicker.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this guy here, it doesn't have to have any holes behind it. This guy, he doesn't, well,
What is this going to have?
this is going to come from the solar panels.
Okay.
So I guess that we could go ahead and just run it like that. That'll be fine. Alright, so now I need to get my...
You got anything there to cut these wires with? I don't need something that heavy duty.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy duty.
My wiring job here. Okay, got one more box now.
This one here.
The silver ones?
Yep.
Okay, get us 2 of those out. We go through here. We gotta kind of unroll this wire.
It's the plant that did it.
Alright, so now we're going to need the corded drill.
This comes from the batteries. The batteries are going to be underneath.
Yes.
Okay. And then that one
You want me to
is for
start the
the
generator?
panels? No.
What's that?
This one's for what?
That one's going to go to the refrigerator. That's an AC wire.
Straight from the panels?
Straight from the breaker box, from the inverter.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna need the
Here.
generator in a little bit, Sylvia.
Well,
we're gonna
while
use
I'm
that.
holding this.
We're gonna use this outside under the floor. Okay, I'm out of staples.
We didn't put any kind of box in the bathroom.
Huh?
We didn't put any kind of box in the bathroom.
Right. Yeah. But I'll put you one in there if you want it. And I'm gonna put your light switch in your wall sconces.
Okay.
Like I said, it's up to you, Sylvia.
Well, it's gonna be way over here. I want to leave that lamp in the bathroom. It
Oh,
won't get
okay.
wet.
That should be fine.
And I really don't want.
Well, that's one of the reasons I want to have you enough outlets.
I mean, I'm sure I'll probably still use an extension cord sometimes.
You'll have to occasionally.
But I'm sick of a million of them.
Right.
I mean, I have a bloody fortune in extension cords.
Keep knocking those things off.
That's all right. Just leave them.
Okay, like that, Steve?
That's perfect.
I'll cut it. You want to cut the bottom one, right?
Yeah, just because it looks ugly, it's not because it's wrong. Yeah, backing it out's fine. You can do that. That'll work. That's good. Okay, now strip your next two wires and
This one?
tie them down. Yeah. So pay attention to what your
What you're
label
doing.
is.
Well, I meant that.
No, that's right.
Is that
So
too
you're done the
close?
kitchen. And just pull it off. It's very easy. And then you can push the excess sheath back behind the wall. Just to right, yeah. That way there's a little bit of slack back there if it's ever needed.
Okay, this one was what?
Kitchen.
Okay, yeah, because this one is house. Got
I told you to pay attention.
it. Yeah.
Sylvia. God, you're on
You're standing in the way of the video thing, dear.
Yeah, I am. Thank you. We're getting pretty close to lighting that booger up. switch on the side. There's two more.
And if you learn how to drill here, you can go anywhere in the world and drill.
Yeah.
If we're short one, I got one at the house I can run.
What are you short?
Screw. I've got lots of them at the house for these boxes. And 3 will definitely hold it on. This hodgepodge mix mash of panels. I put all the oddball panels in one string. These three are all the same brand, the same specs, so they're on one string, and then all the mismatch guys are on the other string. So she ought to be doing pretty good now. Did you turn your freezer off?
It must be up. I don't think it, I'll put it off in a second.
.4. Perfect. And we've already checked the voltage on the solar panels coming in, so let's light this booger up.
Nothing's happening.
Right. Haven't turned it on yet. Okay, now for the panels. How you like it?
Well, it's on.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you didn't put something in, a fuse.
Oh, these are spare fuses.
Oh.
You know, when we did our system for Sylvia and got her all set up, we tried to reuse the batteries that she had, but they were pretty worn out. She needs new batteries really bad, and I've been trying to think up something that we could do for her. And you know, sometimes the good Lord just works in ways that we really don't even know. And in the case for Sylvia, I was looking on Craigslist, and I just happened to run across an ad for AGM batteries, 415 amp hour, full river AGM batteries. I had this exact same set in Colorado, and they're pretty decent batteries. And this guy had these batteries for free. All I had to do was go pick them up. And I can't tell you how elated I am that we're able to take these over there and help her out. And hopefully they'll give her a whole lot more power than she's been having. So for Sylvia, and we only have well, actually three batteries out of the whole set that's really good. One, the one that we tried to hook up back here in the back behind this front one here. This front one's good. The one behind it is bad. These two are good. So what we've got is these two hooked in series to make 12 volts, and then two of her original batteries that are still good. We have these in parallel. So she's got these two that are 12 volts in parallel, these two in series that make 12 volts, and then the two sets here are all in series to make 24 volts for her system. Now when she runs the blender under load, these two batteries together don't go below 12 volts, and each of these batteries stay well above 6 volts. It's not anywhere near ideal, but hopefully what I'm planning to do is get her another 6 volt battery from Costco. They're $100 each, and I'm going to get her a battery from Costco, and that will take the place of the fourth one that we need. So we'll have this one, and this one. I understand that the Costco battery is smaller, and we'll set it all up to charge like the Costco battery, and she'll just have to run with it like that for the foreseeable future. But at least right now she's got real power. It stays up. Before she would run this system at night, she'd run the generator right before she'd go to bed, and then in the morning she'd get up and it would be around 22.5 volts, which is not good. I expect that to be much better after this. Tomorrow she'll text me what her voltage is in the morning when she gets up, and hopefully it'll be a lot better. But this is what we've got for now. It's just the best we can do. Nowhere near ideal, but at least she has power, and when it's the difference between having power and not having it at all, this is nice.